Hi there Scorpio, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your monthly work and money reading for August. Scorpio, let's get started and see what the overarching themes or messages for you may be. Working first with the Sacred Power reading cards. Let's see what wants to come out. Well, we'll take those two. They are literally leaping out. We have change and we have protection. Interesting, Scorpio. I mean, this change card has come out in about 3 or 4 of these readings so far, and I think I'm on number 7. So there is a lot of change and transition obviously going on in the way we're doing our work. So it might not be necessarily changing from, leaving a job, starting a new one. It might be changing the way you work because of what we're facing on the, the world stage at the moment. Some of you might be starting to work from home. Some of you might be working remotely using a lot more online tools and things like that. Now we also have the protection card as well, Scorpio. So, you might need to protect your energy, and that could be from a person who might be, overstepping your boundaries or pushing you in a way that you don't want to be. It might be that, a boss or mentor is giving you, more work than you can handle at the moment. It might just mean that you need to protect your energy so that you don't get burnt out or that kind of thing. So let's look into this a bit more. Going to go to the Angels of Abundance now. Grab a couple of those, Scorpio. Too many. That one's jumping, I'll take that one. Moonlightning. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and suddenly support you. Well, that's a beautiful card if any of you are trying to transition. Maybe that's the change here. Some of you are trying to transition into the kind of work that you are, passionate about and that is on purpose for you. I think a lot of us are kind of facing that in the kind of change that we're going through globally. It's sort of like enough is enough of, doing what, the employer wants us to do. So a lot of us want to kind of work, be our own boss, sorry, is what I'm trying to say, because I was getting distracted because this card here came out, employment change, which pretty much backs up the last two. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams. Guys, that's pretty much moonlightning and change put together. So, with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. Scorpio, I love that. So basically, I probably didn't need to finish what I was saying before because the cards just finished it for us. A lot of you are having a deeper desire to move into work that's aligned with your purpose and that is in a higher direction. So it might be being of service to others in some way, giving back. Let's get the tarot story out, Scorpio. Wait for the first card to fall or flip. Be grabbing some cards for your work situation. Ace of Wands, here we go. Passionate opportunities that really light you up. Because you might have been feeling quite conflicted in the position that you're in currently, which is obviously, you might need to protect yourself when you are experiencing 5 of Wands energy. The card of transformation, the Death card. There's definitely some kind of moving on here, guys. Let's clarify these ones and then we'll grab a few for your finances as well. Anyone trying to make a career transition obviously needs a bit of a safety net or buffer. That can be the most challenging part of it. Ace of Wands with the 10 of Swords. We have completion here going on. It's the Death card again. It's called Transformation in this deck. Wow, guys, you've got double hit of Death energy plus the 10 of Swords, but you have this beautiful, passionate, on purpose new opportunity that is asking you, just calling you to pursue it here, Scorpio. And can I just say that the Death card is your card as well. So when I see, the Death card for a Scorpio, a lot of the time, it means that through this kind of change that you're making, this transformation, you're going to end up, more in your center, more in your power, more in your Scorpionic energy. Got the Three of Swords here. Yeah, so there is a sense of maybe a little bit of pain with this transition, or disappointment maybe about, you know, what went down in the role that you're in now, or the way you do your work. I mean, that's maybe why you've had to protect yourself for a while. There could have been... It's funny that a lot of us, before we jump into the work it's really on purpose for us, we kind of reach the end of our tether in our current situation, be it, you know, too much drama in the workplace, you absolutely had enough of corporate, you know, corporate politics, maybe you've reached burnout. A lot of us go through that before we say, you know what, I'm not willing to put my energy in that place anymore. So, and I could say that's from my personal experience. Let's get your money cards here, guys. Money cards for Scorpio. Wow. Ooh, yes. Four of Wands. I mean, I'd say in the money sector for me, that means that you might be starting to build some stability, building a foundation so that you can make the transition into your passion work or the passion project, you know, becoming your work, Scorpio. Temperance. Balancing. Yeah, maybe coming into a greater place of balance in your financial position so you can move on. Let's get one more. Why not? Maybe we don't need another one. Yeah. Four of Pentacles, so two number fours. Yeah, it's going to be important for you to build a strong foundation of financial resource before you take the full leap, Scorpio. Okay, let's read this. I'm going to start here. Five of Wands and Ten of Swords. I think this is reflective of either the current situation, or you might have already transitioned through this. You know, the Five of Wands kind of shows the conflict that you may have been feeling in the current workplace, or how you do your work currently. Now, the Five of Wands is not as bad as the Five of Swords. It's generally not where the knives are out, although we do have a Ten of Swords ending here. But the Five of Wands could have been a sustained, long-term, you know, sense of competing in the workplace, sense of people using their power in unconstructive, petty ways. It can be gossipy stories in the workplace, and I feel like it's gone on for a long time, and because of that there's kind of that sense of fatigue and burnout. You've just had enough of this. I think you've outgrown this, and I always feel that the Five of Wands is a little bit of an immature energy. It's not very professional, it's not very purposeful, and it's a little bit a little bit mindless. So you might have been going through that in the workplace, and I feel that that is why you've had to protect your energy, or you're being asked to protect your energy this month, to maybe not engage with it, to, you know when to step back, and to maybe just, you know, do some energy protection meditations. I'm sure you can get free ones on YouTube, that type of thing. Now, at a number five, you know, five is the number of conflict in tarot, but it's also the number of change. So I always say that change transmutes conflict when I see it in a reading, and my goodness, we have all the change here coming, Scorpio, beginning, I believe, with a completion in this work situation. Now, obviously, like, you know, I think there's two things here. I think that you need to make sure that you have the transition plan in place, but this could be the month where you make the firm decision that you know that you're going to be moving on. You are completely disengaged from this, and you just, you know, you're laying out the process of leaving. I think this is the completion for me. It's like you've made that decision, and maybe you're going to need to hang in there a little bit longer to get the plan in place, to save a bit of money, that kind of thing. But I think you've decided, yeah, no more of this. I'm just not interested. There could be a little bit of burnout as well. So just take really good care of yourself this month, Scorpio. The Ten of Swords normally says, you know what, it might have been a little bit hurtful what went on. Maybe you were, you know, subjected to gossip and that sort of thing that was aimed at you. But either way, it's going to be onwards and upwards for you. I think we'll do the Three of Swords next here. Yeah, I mean, this for me says that there could have been some hurts associated with this potential transition. You know, this is the heartbreak card, but there's levels to it, guys. It can just be, you know, feeling disappointed at that behaviour. Maybe feeling a little disappointed that, you know, you're having to move on in this time because you might not have planned for it, but you've kind of reached that I can't do this anymore time. Yeah, so it can be like a little bit of sadness and a heavy heart and that type of thing, all the way through to feeling quite distraught. But I feel for some of you, you know, with this moonlighting card, that there is something else that you want to do anyway. So I feel like, yeah, maybe it wasn't quite the timing that you had kind of planned for this to unfold, but the universe is saying, I've got different plans for you, and it's time for you to move into that purpose now and rip the band-aid off and heal and get away from the situation because it's not meant for you or it's not aligned for you anymore, and make the transition. Death and transformation. The same card, slightly different meaning. So first of all, Scorpio, it's time to release, to purge, to let go. And as I said, that might be just making the really firm decision this month, or it might actually be physically moving on. The thing about the Death card is it comes in to clear the slate. And when the slate's cleared, there's space for you to then, you know, accept new opportunities. So the Death card asks us to surrender, because it says that you've kind of reached the end of the road with this, and maybe you've learned whatever lessons you needed to learn from it, or you've gotten the skills, the growth that you needed to get from your current situation. And now it's time for you to actually do your, you know, highest purpose work in this lifetime. So that's the energy of the Death card, guys. It says that, you know what, it's kind of reached the winter. I always talk about the cycles with death. It's kind of reached the winter, and, you know, it's time for you to take seeds and plant them somewhere else. And it's going to be transformative for you. You know, you're literally transforming a big part of your life here, and you're now being asked to, you know, walk towards the light. What is your light when it comes to work and employment, Scorpio? Follow your purpose, follow what lights you up. And I really feel that what is waiting at the end of that tunnel, outside of that temple, is this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, you know, stands for passion, for purpose, the things that light you up, that make you feel energetic, enthusiastic, you know, all in your, you know, complete scorpionic energy. So it's saying here that whatever this other project you've got, or this other line of work you want to pursue, it's saying there could be an opportunity for you to actually move into it this month. That's the Ace of Wands. Now, the thing about aces, guys, is that they're not guaranteed. We then need to accept that opportunity, to put in the inspired action in order to make it happen. So you are being asked or invited to step closer into that purpose this month. So it's a beautiful energy, guys. I love the double hit of Scorpio here also. So over in finance, money, investments, 2 number 4s and temperance. Yeah, interestingly, the temperance energy, guys, is the energy that follows on from the Death card in the Major Arcana. It's the great soother. So it's saying here that, you know, you might go through a little bit of, you know, hurt, or, you know, there might be some challenges in this transition, but it won't be for long. You know, temperance is the energy that comes in to rebalance, to help you step on to the new path. But it's saying to you, just make sure that you're building a strong foundation in order to allow yourself to do that. Number 4s in tarot is very much about the foundational energy, the base. So it's asking you to ground yourself when it comes to money, be a little bit more conservative about your spending. Make plans, you know how much you're going to need to survive if you make this transition. And yeah, you might have to kind of hunker down a little bit on your spending without being too miserly, of course, because money isn't energy. So sometimes when we hang on to it too tight, we can actually restrict the flow of that coming back to us as well. But I'm seeing this, like, number 4 of Wands also as a great milestone. It can be that. You know, we have the 1111, the element of synchronicity here. So it's saying this is the right timing, even though you maybe didn't expect to be moving into your passion and purpose project now, your higher direction. It's saying, hey, you know, it's time for that. And this is potentially going to lead you to great abundance, to, you know, great success in that life that you truly desire. And it's saying that this month is a key milestone on the way to that, and it could just be that making that firm decision of, I'm absolutely going to leave this job, going to start saving my money, and as soon as I have that safety net, I'm going to jump. Or for some of you, you might be jumping this month. Either way, it's saying it's a milestone towards your higher direction and the work that you came to do in this lifetime. Beautiful reading, Scorpio. I do wish you all the best with it this month. Keeping in mind as a general reading for the collective, it won't be everyone's reading, and that is absolutely fine. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And feel free to leave me a comment if it's constructive, and I will try and respond to you. I do read each and every one. Helps me get to know you guys and connect with the energies, and I'll see you back here next month or throughout the month even for plenty more readings.